Welcome back here to Palm Springs Stadium for our second of two today from the ballpark. Alongside Sam Walters, I'm Steve Granado. Beautiful, albeit warm day for baseball here on this Sunday as the Blue Sox and Bombers are set to square off. Here in the first inning for the Bombers, Brandon Brown, Nick Schnapp, and Deshaun Johnson facing off here with Patrick Sweeney. The first pitch of the ball game en route to the plate. It's going to miss outside. 1 ball, no strikes. We start 3 minutes tardy here today. It is 11:33. And it's 110 degrees. 1 ball and no strikes here on Brandon Brown. On its way home, little looper towards the left side of the infield as Zach Rigdon climbs the ladder to make the grab, and there is 2 pitches to get the first out of the contest. Defensively now for the Blue Sox.
Just saw Zach Rigdon make that play at short. Third baseman for the Blue Sox is Drew Baskin. A.J. Barraza's at second, Matt Rodriguez at first. Jake Milak behind the plate in the outfield from left to right. It's Chris Burke out in left, Keith Hale in center, and Joe Doherty in right.
Nick Schnapp to the plate with 1 out and the bases clear. 0-0 just underway from Palm Springs Stadium. We're in the top of the first. First pitch. Dribbled foul, third base side. Be light power summer collegiate league action from this field over the next few days. This is the last one here on this Sunday. Next offering high, count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Nick Schnapp out of Ventura College, the right-handed bat, as he takes one for a strike, and it's 1-2. Kick and deal. Here's the offering to Schnapp. Hard ground ball down the line. They call it a fair ball. Around first, headed for second with an extra base knock is Nick Schnapp. And he's got 2 bags here in the first. Just barely snuck it down the chalk line.
Man, imagine if Brandon Brown's liner made it over the glove of Rigdon.
Yeah.
That's how formidable this lineup is for the Bombers. Lots of extra base hits. Most of them coming from the guy up to the plate now.
Living up to the name. Deshaun Johnson now comes to the plate. Third baseman batting in the 3 spot with 1 away. And potentially the first run of the ball game, standing at second. First offering from Patrick Sweeney after a hiatus. Misses high and tight. 1 ball and no strikes. Warm day like this, Sam. We've seen a couple of them this year that have crept in this range. How does it affect players?
Well, I'll tell you, it's already affected me today. I felt pretty lightheaded in the first game today, and it was not even 110 where it is now.
Swing and a miss here by Deshaun Johnson.
But as a player, I mean, the mentality already is that if you're going out there, you have subs on the weight. You have guys that are willing to come in as courtesy runners, come in for substitutions, pinch hitters. Guys are going to get their due time anyways. But, I mean, it's a grind. There's no easy way to put it. You really do have to do whatever you can, mind over matter.
Pitch is inside, and obviously the one thing that I've learned just from the booth has always been listen to your body.
Yes.
As if your body is telling you something, there's probably a reason to why it's telling you that. So don't push it. Don't overexert. Play to your ability that you can. But if your body starts screaming, listen. This one in the air, out of play. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Deshaun Johnson. Nick Schnapp, a double, stands at second with 1 away. We're just underway in the top of the first. I know I always preach that mentality, both on and off the field. Sam, I know yesterday your body was telling you no more play-by-play.
Yes.
Two to Johnson. Backwards as he puts up a fight here with Patrick Sweeney.
Yeah, nothing a few cups of chamomile didn't help, but man, oh man, I was feeling it 2 nights ago.
Yeah. I was too.
I think it's good for the players. They get the day off tomorrow. There are 3 games at the turf field, so not as much action here, but still about the same amount for the PSCL. But I'll definitely be gladly taking that game off.
Yeah. Need it. Another 2-2 fouled off. Patrick Sweeney, again, still battling. Or pardon me, well, he is battling, which is John Johnson. Patrick Sweeney, the point I was trying to get to there, out of Cal State Stanislaus, 6'1", 195 from Scotts Valley, California. Went to Scotts Valley High School, graduated 2020, and a rising sophomore. Here comes another 2-2 to Deshaun Johnson with a runner at second. Big lead there. They'll spin and look at him.
Where is Stanislaus?
Stanislaus is off of the coast in Central Cal.
Okay.
Break us up into 3 parts, California. That's high for a 3-2 count. At least that's my understanding. I've never been. I've only heard it referred to because of the school. Actually, I'm incorrect. That's up in Modesto.
Oh.
Modesto is Bay Area.
Yeah.
There's a bouncy ball back towards the middle, and that's going to creep into center field. Rounding third is Schnapp, and just like that, 3 batters in. It's a 1-0 Bombers lead.
Fantastic way to hang in there for Johnson. Sweeney ends up giving up the RBI single, but those are the battles we love to see even early on in the game.
So a double and an RBI single after a near single began the ball game. So the Bombers in action early. Patrick Sweeney pitching in his 4th game already. This is his 2nd start. 6 1/3 innings of work. Whip of a 1.26 here in the early going, and not much else here. 4 strikeouts in those 6 1/3. Tyler Richardson, the next man up, with a runner aboard at first and just 1 out here in the inning. Right-hander kicks and deals. This one lined into center field. That's 3 straight knocks for the Bombers. Tyler Richardson with a single up the box. A lot of pitches over the plate and up. And they're tagging it.
Yeah, we've mostly seen Sweeney out of relief. The 1 start he's made this year was over at the turf field, so got to imagine this is not exactly the situation they want to start off the game in, at least spotting pitches wise. Don't know if he's missing here, if it's something mechanically that he's not getting quite right.
First pitch in for a strike on the DH, Gary Peralta. Johnson at second, Richardson at first.
What I do know is that the Bombers are a very good fastball hitting team.
That's what they're getting a lot of here. 0-1. There's a shot to short and off of the glove of Rigdon into left field. They'll bring home another one as that ball sits on the outfield grass. RBI single and a smoke job. Now the ball kicked away, and here comes the second one. Up to second, and it's 3-0 Bombers.
I think you're going to have to give that one a single and an error that allows Tyler Richardson to score. That ball was not only held in left field for quite a while, but also it was the throw got away on the infield. It wasn't a bad throw, but going to have to give a throwing error there.
That's on Chris Burke, the left fielder. Brings up Mason Daniels. So an RBI single for Peralta to bring in that first one. Ball got away, little lackadaisical, and he takes advantage. Gary Peralta takes third base on the wild pitch. What a start for the Bombers. Well, we would likely see more rollover innings in situations like this today because of the heat.
Right.
You don't want your pitchers out in that sunlight for too long without some respite. Runner at third here for Daniels. Want to know your count. Coming home. This one lined down the right field line. That's going to bring home another. On his way to second is Daniels, and these Bombers can't stop hitting. It's 4-0.
Everything is dropping for them right now. A lot of hard hit balls. I mean, there's nowhere to put all these runners that are getting around. Still only one out here in this top of the first. More to come here if Justice Lucas can get a hold of one. Big guy in the right-hand batter's box has plenty of power to make do.
Runner at second base. The pitch is high to Justice Lucas, 7th batter of the inning, and there's still one out. That's 5 straight hits, and all of them scorched.
Yes.
There hasn't been one that's a cheater. Next to Lucas, upstairs with this one. That hard ground ball by Gary Peralta, 92 off the bat. For a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, this spells trouble for the Blue Sox. They've only lost one game this year, but they're going up against one of the best pitchers in this PSCL, and that's Hunter Holmes.
Yeah, he's warming up still down there. In the air, lazy fly ball to right. Joe Doherty moving to his left. Makes the grab, runner tags and bluffs, and that'll be the merciful second out of the inning.
Good arm from Doherty. He also doubles as a catcher. Mason Daniels has really good speed at second, but nowhere to go.
Vinny Alfino, the catcher of choice today for the Bombers, now comes to the plate. Runner at second. It's 4-0 with 2 outs. We're still in the top of the first. Pitch misses high and tight. This is a 12-minute inning thus far. This is the 8th batter. Sends it backwards, and it's 1-1.
You know, things offensively didn't start out this way for the Bombers. They had to get in the groove of finding the right lineup, the right guys that match up with each other to pair up against the teams they face. But these last 4 games, they have been on fire. Blue Sox, I would say, have some of the best pitching in the league.
Down and away with this one. 2-1. Might be a bullpen day now here for the Blue Sox, depending how strong Sweeney responds. 2-1. No. 3 balls and 1 strike.
They probably felt that Patrick had it coming, that he needed to start coming up because he went, I think, an inning and 1/3 or inning and 2/3 the other day, scoreless, was taken out, and then the next few arms in the bullpen gave up a few runs. I mean, he earned this start, just things not going his way right now.
Fouls this one off, and it's 3-2.
They're not, it doesn't seem like Reed Santos is throwing out guys that just, you know, they need to fill innings somehow. They need to fill a start somehow. All these guys are coming out here with a purpose, and so far, I mean, Sweeney has a great lineup behind him too. Nothing about this inning should already mean that they're too far behind.
It's a ground ball foul. The next pitch upcoming here for Patrick Sweeney will be his 30th of the inning. So again, gotta venture a guess here that a batter, maybe 2 if he can't get him here, before they roll it over. Don't want him out there for too long. On its way. Ground ball sharply foul. This is clearly the longest at bat.
Yes.
By a long shot. There's a lot of early counts.
Yeah, 2 on the first pitch and a bunch of them after seeing 1.
It's that Anchorman 2. Whammy. Whammy. This one scorched to third, down to both knees. Baskin makes a prayer, gets up, throws to first, and that will end the inning. But what an inning it was. The Bombers put up 4 runs. They do it on 5 straight hits. Everybody gets an RBI. We go to the bottom of the first. Blue Sox looking up here early as they come to the plate for the first time. It's 4-0. We'll get another taste of Hunter Holmes on the mound here as he faces off with the Blue Sox already with a 4-0 pad. Drew Baskin, Keith Hale, and Zach Rigdon here in the first inning. This will be the 3rd start of the summer here for Hunter Holmes. He sails the first offering up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Hunter Holmes, 2 games, both starts. 1-0 record, 5 2/3 innings of work thus far this year. He struck out 7 and has allowed 3 earned runs. 1-0 from the lefty slinger upstairs and away. 2 balls and no strikes. 4 runs, 3 of which were earned there against Patrick Sweeney in the first because of the error in left to bring home 1 of them. Didn't give him that edge. A little bit off the plate, and it's 3-0. That's a 4-pitch walk. That is not how you want your first inning to start after your offense just gave you 4. 3 of those nowhere near the strike zone. Defensively here behind Holmes.
From left to right in the outfield for the Bombers is Daniels in left, Brandon Brown manning center, and Nick Schnapp in right. Third to first, the hot corners manned by Deshaun Johnson. Connor Lang at short, Robert Blaschke at second. Justice Lucas holding the runner on at first, and Vinny Alfino behind the plate.
There's the first strike of the day on the outside corner, and that's what we see out of Hunter Holmes when he's going right, is getting that first pitch strike is crucial for the lefty. 0-1 the count here on Keith Hale, the center fielder, with a runner at first, 4-0. Bombers leading it. Kind of slipped off the mound that time, 1-1.
When things are really going right for him, he's burying that fastball inside to righties.
Nobody out here in the home half of the first. 1-1. Cued backwards. One and two, looking for the first strikeout. Big breaky ball, stays upstairs, didn't find the plate. Count even here at 2 apiece. Bombers in the yellow tops and white bottoms, blue tops, Royal style for the Blue Sox, white bottoms. Blue Sox serving as the home team today. 2-2 sails up and away with a fastball. That's back-to-back 3 ball counts for Hunter Holmes.
Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, for sure, especially at the top of the order. Payoff. Got him swinging there. May have chased ball 4 as Keith Hale is the first out of the inning. Strikeout number 1. Brings up Zach Rigdon.
There's an inside fastball. We already talked about it. I mean, there's nothing better for Hunter Holmes when he has it working than when the batters can't tell if that fastball is running in on the hands. And by the time they figure it out, maybe a few innings in, how to lay off, those start getting called for strikes. He's on.
Zach Rigdon takes a strike on the outside edge, and it's 0-1. We're in the bottom of the first. 4-0 rather, in favor of the Bombers. 1 out, 1 on. The 0-1 runner takes off. He throws to first instead. Lucas's throw sails. You got to throw it harder than that if you want to get him at second. Drew Baskin takes advantage, says, thank you, I'll swipe second base. You got to sell that throw. It can be a little intimidating since the runner is typically in your path as a first baseman, but you got to just whip it there. You can't sail it.
That's one of the things that's hard to do whenever you're playing with new guys around you, is be able to play inside, outside. It just takes a lot of communication.
This one runs in here on Rigdon. That's always frustrating as a pitcher, too, because you had it picked off. That's
right.
A free out. Instead, now it's a runner at second with 1 away. Hunter Holmes comes back. Got him swinging there. It's 1-2. I'd like to see Holmes have a quick count here. 1-2. Got him 4 pitches. That's exactly what you're looking for from Holmes to get back on track. Back-to-back Ks.
Another one swinging on the inside fastball. It's just, it runs in too fast on these right-handed hitters, and when you're not matching up, making them play lefty-lefty, he didn't attack, from what I've seen, he hasn't attacked lefties as much on the inside. He's typically giving them a healthy diet of sliders.
We'll see what Kyle Turner has in store with a runner at second and 2 out. First one chopped foul. Talked about that first pitch strike for Holmes and what it means for his success. Kyle Turner out of the College of Southern Nevada. Oh, 1 coming. Soft and up away. So it's 1-1. Four to nothing, Bombers. That breaking ball not really moving into the strike zone right now. It's 2-1.
No, he hasn't gotten a hold of it yet. It's always been the fastball that he's live or died by. I mean, most of the time he's going with the breaking ball to try to get himself over an account. That's one thing I would love to see him improve on, is being able to throw that for a swing and a miss.
Or at least be able to establish it as a strike that can garner that. Step number 1, right?
Yep.
3 balls, 1 strike. Third 3-ball count of the inning for Hunter Holmes. Faces off with a Henderson, Nevada native, Kyle Turner.
Turner leads this Blue Sox team in extra base hits. No easy outs.
Flown backwards, that makes it a full count. Holmes set, trying to get out of the first. Payoff. This one launched out to left field. That's going to move back Mason Daniels. He's turned around a bit there, but is able to haul it in. for the final out of the inning. So a leadoff walk gets to second, but that's it here in the inning. We finish up the first. We go to the second. 4-0 Bombers.
It's Hunter Holmes' birthday, too.
First pitch is up and away as we open up the top of the second. This is Connor Lang leading things off here for the Bombers. They lead this contest 4-0. Good to see Patrick Sweeney back on the hill. Swing and a miss this time. Connor Lang, Robert Blaschke, and Brandon Brown, scheduled hitters here in the second. What you want out of Patrick Sweeney was to not necessarily have a quick inning. That's not, obviously you would like that if he went 1, 2, 3, but I think more so for him, it's working ahead in counts.
Yes.
Working ahead and catching the corners here, something he wasn't able to do in that first inning. He misses downstairs for ball 2.
I'd like to see him work ahead with the breaking ball. Get them off the fastball. Give them, some of the off speed and see if you can do some ground balls. Let your infield help you out.
Got him swinging there with strike 2. Looking for that put-away pitch right here. Start it on a corner and break it off? Or tie him up inside here?
I think tie inside.
They try to snap it into the dirt. 3-2. You're 0 for 1, Sam.
I went inside, just didn't try to bury him inside, just inside in the dirt. I'd say do it again.
3-2. Went back outside, got a foul ball.
I like that sequence, though. Fastball on the outside corner.
Try another payoff. Pulled on the right side of the infield. Awkward bounce for Matt Rodriguez, who recovers and flips to the covering Sweeney. So the ground out goes 3-1. And there's one away here in the second. Brings up Robert Blaschke.
Yeah, Sweeney's going to face 3 straight lefties here in this Bombers lineup, so I would imagine he's going to go with the same attack plan here. Blaschke and Lang have similar swings, similar approaches at the plate.
Blaschke bounces one towards the on-deck circle. It's 0-1.
Seriously, right now?
Another foul ball out of him. Blaschke uncommitted, 6'1", 187. Bats left-handed here with the bases empty and one out. It's 4-0 Bombers. This is the last batter of the order. Way high and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coming home. Got him to chase it in the dirt. They will tag him out. And that's the first strikeout of the day there for Patrick Sweeney. He's got 2 up, 2 down.
Good to see.
Good to see for Sweeney.
Yes. You got to change up the attack plan now here against Brandon Brown. He has a very, very good inside-out swing. Knows how to put it over to the opposite side. Try to bury it inside. He's a guy that can fight off pitches.
They can beat you there. Got robbed of a single with a leaping grab by Rigdon back in the first inning. So he's 0 for 1. Second time through the order now. 1 ball and no strikes. Hot day in Palm Springs alongside Sam Walters and Steve Granado. 111 today in Palm Springs.
I've already said make a wish when you said that exact phrase.
Yeah.
Good.
We're constantly we're in Groundhog Day.
My wish is that it would be cooler.
It does feel like Groundhog Day because we wake up for 9 a.m. ball games every day. Be at the ballpark at 8. My alarm goes off at 7:15 every day. Same sound. Down and in with this one. Here on Brown. 3 balls and no strikes. Refocus, Patrick. Get back on track here. Shakes off one, says yes to the second, the 3-0. Line drive into right field. Backing up is Barraza, who's got good range. And that'll finish off a bounce-back frame here for Patrick Sweeney, getting him in order with a punch-out. We go to the bottom of the second. Still Bombers leading this one 4-0. The birthday boy Hunter Holmes back out to the hill to face off with 5, 6, and 7. Matt Rodriguez, the first of those. 3 as he'll take a strike, 0-1. Hunter turning 19 today. No better way to celebrate it on the mound, hopefully with a victory for him. The 0-1 to Rodriguez. Breaking ball for a strike. That's what you're looking for with that pitch.
Yeah, that's when he when he has it going on both pitches, that big curveball and the fastball inside, he's able to work inside to righties. That spells trouble.
Quickly 0-2 on Rodriguez. Got it off the end of the bat. Out in front of that. To right. Schnapp's got it. One down. Brings up Jake Milak. No hits allowed just yet through 5 batters faced. 1-0. Takes it in the dirt.
I have a question, Steve.
Sure.
You ever been a big birthday party guy? Like throwing your own?
When I was a kid, sure. I haven't had a birthday party in a while. I also had a birthday. Well, almost everybody had a birthday in the thick of the pandemic. High and in.
See, it was
3-0.
It was nearly the opposite for me.
Interesting.
I grew up, I think I had one birthday party when I was maybe 9. But having a summer birthday, Hunter and I sharing that, you know.
I get
a lot of people are away for the summer on vacation. It's a lonely
Sure.
time.
In for a strike, 3-1. I always wanted a summer birthday. Mine's in November. But
That's why you like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles so much. It's not
yeah.
only a Thanksgiving movie, it's a birthday time movie.
Yeah, that's why I like it. Because it's by my birthday.
Yeah.
On the edge for a strike to make it 3-2. This is the 4th 3-ball count, by the way, 3 of which 3-2 counts here for Hunter Holmes. But I always wanted a summer birthday because I wanted a birthday party at the ballpark. I never got that. I never will. Can't change your birthday. 3-2 cued backwards, and it's still 3-2.
When's your birthday?
November 10.
Okay, so you won't ever quite make it to the World Series for a birthday.
No, that either. It would have to have been, in 2001, but worse, I guess. I don't know. I mean, they pushed that back. It didn't get that far into November. It's the first week. Upstairs and away. Second walk issued. Second base runner here for the Blue Sox. So Jake Milak works his way to first with one down. The best I could do for a birthday at the ballpark would be like the Arizona Fall League, which I have been to. Go catch up with the Scorpions. The Arizona Fall League. First pitch, a strike, 0-1. Ryan Lindemann, the batter.
Courtesy runner at first for Milak is Jax Miller.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Very, very early or very late. Pitch is low and out. Coming up on the old 29th, Sam.
I turned 22 in about 20 days.
There you go. Fouled back. I have been waiting since 2014 to make a New Girl reference on my 29th birthday.
From who?
Schmidt.
What does he say?
29?
Oh.
29? I'm coming up. Rang him up on the outside edge after a delay. And Lindemann down looking. Third punch out for Hunter Holmes today. Let's see. Who else was born today? Today is June 27th. There's always somebody.
Does that mean he's a Cancer too? Is it Cancer season?
I don't know what those mean. Runner goes. This pitch fouled off 0-1. Khloe Kardashian's birthday is today. She turned 37 today. Peter Parker turned 46. Tobey Maguire. Carl from The Walking Dead, Chandler Riggs, turns 22 today.
Drake Bell.
Ugh, let's not talk about that.
Oh.
Not a good thing going on right now with him.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Let's not bring that up.
Sam Claflin.
I don't know who that is. Actor.
He
35.
was in Hunger Games.
Okay.
Played Finnick.
Yeah. Okay, Finnick. Yeah, I know him.
Tom Scott. Okay.
There's always really weird ones. Oh, J.J. Abrams' birthday today. Down and away. Throw back to first. Not in time.
Vera Wang.
That's Sylvester Stallone's daughter? Nope, just has the same last name. A lot of people I don't know. There always is on this website, famousbirthdays.com. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Chris Burke, the left fielder, with a runner aboard at first. 2 outs in the inning. Holmes set, comes back. Runner goes, popped up. Backwards. Where'd it go?
Into the void.
That ball disappeared. I thought that was going to land in front of us.
Sometimes it feels like it's not only like Groundhog Day here, it's like the Truman Show. Like nothing exists outside of Palm Springs. Also, funny enough that you mentioned Groundhog Day, you've seen Palm Springs, right? The movie.
I actually haven't seen Palm Springs yet. That movie just came out a few months ago. I haven't caught it yet. I've wanted to. Sat down, went to click it, and sitting there with the girlfriend, she goes, "Oh, I saw this." I go, "Oh, well, I'm not going to make you watch it again."
It's quite good. You should watch it.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Funny making a Groundhog Day reference in Palm Springs and not thinking of Palm Springs immediately.
Know who else's birthday today?
No idea.
Helen Keller. This one fell backwards. The activist. It's her birthday today. Lots of birthdays. June 27th, very popular. Man, everybody having a birthday this year.
Also hers birthday. Grammy winner.
There you
Multiple time.
A lot of them. Called strike 3. Got him looking again. Back-to-back punch-outs for Hunter Holmes. A 1-out walk left there, and we've played 2 at Palm Springs Stadium. We go to the 3rd. It's 4-0. Four runs on 5 hits, all in the first for the Bombers. No runs on no hits, 2 base runners on a pair of walks for the Blue Sox. We played 2 innings here today. In game 2 and our last on the schedule, Nick Schnapp to face off with Patrick Sweeney after a 1-2-3 frame to take you through the next couple. Here's Sam Walters.
It'll be Schnapp, Johnson, and Richardson here to face Sweeney in the 3rd. Sweeney able to bounce back in the 2nd, had a 1-2-3 inning. Strikeout mixed in there. Schnapp doubled his first time up, first pitch to him, and they're called strike. Doubled and later scored. First hit of the game for the Bombers. Ended up being 5 in a row that played at 4. They lead 4-0 over the Blue Sox currently. That one's a jam shot on the ground to 3rd. Baskin makes a throw to 1st and retires Nick Schnapp. Good throw and an even better transfer. Often see guys let that either get under their glove or miss the transfer or not finish the throw. Good by Baskin. Be able to finish off that play. The 5-3 put out brings up Deshaun Johnson. RBI single scored back in the 1st. Downstairs want to know. So Sweeney has retired the last 6 he's seen. pop out a fly out, 3 grounders, and 2 strikeouts. Pardon, 1 strikeout. That one gets over the glove of Zach Rigdon. Base hit for Deshaun Johnson. Second time aboard today, second single. Tyler Richardson digs in. Single, scored back in the first. I'm going heavy breaking balls here if I'm Sweeney. Richardson has already sent one over the left field wall for a grand slam this season on a fastball. Nearly a balk there by Sweeney. Not sure if it looked like he pivoted on both feet off the mound to try to chase back the runner Johnson at first. No call though. Runs inside on Richardson, 1-0. This middle of the order for the Bombers has been hitting fastballs since day one. Only recently in the past week have they really started to drop. Smoke down the third baseline, fair. That's going to go for extra bases. Richardson's rounding first. Johnson heading to third. That's all the way in the corner. Heading to third is Johnson. He had 2 triples 2 days ago. He slides into third. Safe. RBI triple for Tyler Richardson. The Bombers are now up 5-0. Saw the fastball, got it inside, and took it down the third baseline. First pitch to Gary Peralta's foul down the third baseline. Man, it does not matter where it is in the zone, even if it's in the zone right now. The Bombers have been raking against the fastball this game. They've tagged Sweeney for 5. They draw the infield in, runner at third, only 1 out here. That one's chopped down the third baseline, foul. To the plate, is lined to short. They have the runner off at the bag, and that'll go for a double play. Peralta lines to Zach Rigdon at short. The toss over to third gets 3 outs here, but not before the Bombers strike for 1 more. It is now 5-0, head to the bottom of the third.
Really? Inside or outside? Nice. I heard it. Where else?
Hunter Holmes back on the mound for the bottom of the third. He'll face off against Doherty Barraza in the top of the lineup in Basket. He's worked 2 scoreless so far, giving up 2 base runners on 2 walks. No hits allowed so far. So Doherty digs in the left-hand batter's box, facing off against the lefty Hunter Holmes. First pitch fouled in the air and out of play. Joe Doherty out of Delaware County Community College. Oh, 1 swung on and missed. Big breaking ball. He didn't get any of it. That one was way outside. Looked like Doherty was going to swing either way. He calls time. Oh, 2 pitch. Breaking ball, froze him, outside corner, strike 3. 5th strikeout for Hunter Holmes, 3rd in a row looking. Man, he got that fastball dialed in back in the 1st, and now that breaking ball is really giving Blue Sox trouble.
I think he's found it.
Yeah. Didn't have to dig too far, only took him an inning and a 3rd. Now works against A.J. Barraza. First pitch in there called strike. It's so hard to tell the Blue Sox guys in the lineup to go out there and be aggressive, try to get him early, because you never know if he's going first pitch breaking ball or first pitch fastball. Neither of them are easy to hit. Breaking ball, another one in there. He has not thrown a ball in this inning. Barraza digs back in at down 0-2. Swung on, foul tipped, and into the mitt. Another strikeout. That one swinging, the 6th for Hunter Holmes, and 2 2/3 innings of work.
Only 2 non-strikeouts. Kyle Turner and Matt Rodriguez, both flyouts.
Matt Rodriguez, a right-handed hitter, saw a breaking ball and skied it towards right field. Was barely able to hang on for dear life. First pitch inside.
For your car? That was hard, man.
For the first time in this inning, he falls behind a batter, but not too far. Drew Baskin walked his first time up. He saw 4 straight out of the zone. Fouled. Evens the count 1-1 to Drew Baskin.
Oh, you did? Still get the sprains. 350 apiece? Really?
Breaking ball got away from him. Wasn't able to get that one to the plate. Gets too much on that one. 3-1 to Baskin. Three balls and 1 strike. Fastball, foul back to the screen. Fills the count 3-2. Hunter Holmes looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses high and outside. So Baskin will reach for the 2nd time today on a walk. 3rd one allowed by Hunter Holmes today. Keith Hale digs in. He struck out first time up. Hale out of Cal State Monterey Bay.
And there's 2 ends.
Goes to the plate, misses low.
Likely not going to see Hunter Holmes go the full game here today, just because of these deep 3-2 counts. All his walks on 3-2s, except for one, actually. It was a 4-pitch walk at the beginning of the game.
Misses outside to Hale 2-0. Also, another good reason is because even though they do have 2 days of rest after this, or maybe 1.5, Hunter Holmes is a guy that they want available for the power games at night. Breaking ball doesn't catch the strike zone. 3-0 to Keith Hale.
6 3-0 counts, or 3 ball counts, rather.
Pitch runs inside, 4-pitch walk, puts another runner aboard.
It's the only reason the Blue Sox are in this game or because of these walks. That's 4.
1 in the first, 1 in the second, and now 2 in the bottom of the third. Thomas Nelson will have a chat with his pitcher. Quick pep talk as the Bombers head coach Thomas Nelson goes back to the dugout. But he'll stay a little bit longer, have a chat with Deshaun Johnson, his third baseman, and Alfino, the guy behind the plate. Zach Rigdon digs in. He was Hunter Holmes' second strikeout victim back in the first.
Yeah, it is. Good start to move back there.
Swung on and missed, 0-1. That's the sign for Hunter Holmes. If he's working ahead to batters,
We don't have those deeper analytics, but I can almost guarantee that first pitch strike and that on-base percentage against just plummets.
another strike on Rigdon as he fouls it back to the screen. He's down 0-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
It also probably changes so drastically because there's so little of a reference to work with, but still. Spirit is there.
Video yourself? What? Did you video yourself?
Here's the 0-2 pitch, runs inside.
So basically,
Rigdon turning out of the way of that one.
Only got basic stats here and some analytics, but no sabermetrics here at the ballpark this year.
The 1-2. Breaking ball tapped back to the mound, gets under the glove of Holmes. Third baseman Johnson charges, and it got under him as well. That'll go as an infield single for Zach Rigdon. That loads the bases for the Blue Sox.
The first hit, by the way.
The first base hit loads the bases here in the bottom of the third. It'll be Kyle Turner. Extra hitter today, flew out to left field his first time up. Blue Sox leader in extra base hits in the cleanup spot. Comes up in a big spot. Fouls back the first pitch. Kyle Turner had the big walk-off base hit against the Colonials just the other day. Has the chance to get some back here behind to the Bombers. Runs inside, 1-1. Swung on and missed. He was ahead of the fastball. Over anticipation could definitely be the end of a batter. But Turner's still the type of guy. Enough power to be able to make this a one-run ball game with one swing. Bombers currently leading it 5-0. One ball and 2 strikes. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Chases a high one and fouls it off out of play.
I'm taking that information, going back upstairs.
Yes.
He is willing to chase.
Second time in a row that he's been ahead on the fastball. His plant foot was down before it seemed like the ball was even out of Hunter Holmes' mitt. Another 1-2 in the dirt.
I'd rather Holmes go upstairs with that one because you already had him in chase mode. Now you might not get that same result going upstairs. You might freeze him, which is great if you can hide the strike zone. You got to be careful because it could leak.
2-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Hunter Holmes gets himself out of the jam. 2 walks in that inning and a base hit. Loaded the bases, but he leaves them all stranded. We head to the top of the 4th. Bombers still leading 5-0.
So it's like the 14th. Is there like a snack bar station? There usually is, but it wasn't open. I doubt they would open it because there's so many people. Yeah, leave at 7:25. To Seattle. And then from Seattle to Spokane. I'd leave yourself an hour to get there, and an hour to check. Well, Mom's probably gonna drop you off. 6:30. How many days you run? Huh? You usually got to pick it back up somewhere. Yeah. But it's usually like $10 or $12 a day or something like that. Yeah. Do like 3 days. Yeah, the 191 went out. Yeah, I was either gonna get a
Patrick Sweeney departs after 3. He goes 3 full innings, gives up 7 hits, allows 4 earned runs, 5 total. No walks and 1 strikeout. Blue Sox will turn the ball over to the right-hander Andrew Savoy here in the top of the 4th. He'll face Daniels, Lucas, and Alfino scheduled to hit. Sidewinder Savoy. First pitch to Mason Daniels is flown out to right in foul territory. Matt Rodriguez chases and makes the catch. Fantastic catch in foul territory by the first baseman, Matt Rodriguez. Chased it all the way over into the dirt and foul territory. Took the hat off, gave it one look, and it fell right in the glove. Great effort and even better execution by Rodriguez. Quickly 1 pitch and 1 out here for Savoy. Now he's got Justice Lucas. He flew out to right field his first time up. First pitch in there called strike. That one is hammered in the air. Playable distance. Chasing it is Chris Burke, but it'll be Keith Hale that tries to make the play. It bounces and heads over the wall. Ground rule double for Justice Lucas. Both guys converging out there in left center. Neither of them able to come up with it. That was hit a mile high.
Check that baseball. Might have some burn marks on it. I think that went to the sun.
Yeah. Icarus, the baseball. Is that our second Anchorman 2 reference of the day?
I mean, you could have sounded smarter if you didn't say that was an Anchorman
I
reference.
know.
Come on, bro.
Lucas on second. He reaches on the ground rule double.
Oh,
First
yes.
pitch to Vinny Alfino's in there, called strike.
I do fancy Greek mythology. Thank you very much.
I focus more on the Gods and Titans storyline. Nothing much after that, but I know it here and there. I know Icarus. I just
Yeah, no, I know Icarus.
well, don't get it wrong. I know Icarus.
I know Icarus. I'm a big Icarus guy.
Me and Icarus go way back.
He's my big favorite superhero. I love the
DC.
Marvel Cinematic
Yeah.
Universe.
Another pitch to Vinny Alfino, swung on and missed. He goes down on 3 straight strikes swinging. Second out here in the top of the 4th. Savoy's got it working now. Gives up the ground rule double to Lucas, but he has 2 outs.
Still waiting for Justice Lucas to square one up.
He about had that one. If
Yeah.
it wasn't hit so high, he lifted that so high in the air that it barely had enough carry. Probably could have. No, I won't say that.
He got it off the end of the bat, too.
Yeah.
He was on in front of it.
Didn't quite barrel it. First pitch to Connor Lang is foul tipped. 0-1.
In front wasn't a perfect square up.
Yeah.
But you can see right there the muscle of him.
Yes, he's got plenty of power behind that swing.
Just got to make
Just
it all
waiting
come
for him to
together, yeah.
connect. Yes. Oh, 1 changeup, grounded to first. Rodriguez handles, throws over to Savoy, and that'll retire the side. So Savoy comes in for his first inning of work, gives up a ground rule double to Justice Lucas, but nothing doing here for the Bombers. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Blue Sox still trailing 5-0.
Try and find the worst positive or worst possible way. Did you have to pay the whole tuition for a whole year? Sure, bro. Just on site.
Three innings scoreless for Hunter Holmes with 7 strikeouts. First pitch sails behind the back of Matt Rodriguez. 1-0, a couple of defensive changes for the Bombers. Middle of the infield is switched out. Matt Gonzalez now playing shortstop. Brandon Dodd in at second. Another one gets away from Hunter Holmes. First time it was the fastball. Looked like the breaking ball. Missed that time. Neither of them even close to the glove of Vinny Alfino.
Really? Remember, they make different, like the Stingrays, EO6, all that. I mean,
That one hits the mitt, but it's still outside. 3-0 count to Matt Rodriguez.
that looked like a baseline, entry level 911. Probably. So maybe 30.
Looks like there's a new left fielder, too. This is high to Rodriguez, 4-pitch walk. Fifth walk of the day for Hunter Holmes. believe either Connor Lang or Robert Blaschke were the ones that moved out to left field. Another one sails over the glove of Alfino. Rodriguez heads to second. No one warming up in the pen for the Bombers right now, but Thomas Nelson is creeping out of the dugout.
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He'll blow some smoke with Gary Peralta. Looks like he may either be slipping off the mound. They've done something there. Possibly having a hard time striding off the rubber. Not sure what the issue is. It doesn't look like it's an arm issue. 1-0 count on Jake Milak now. Time called by the batter in the middle of the delivery. Bombers coach Thomas Nelson is still out of his dugout. Maybe one more wild pitch away from checking on Holmes and maybe getting someone warming. That one misses, 2-0.
It's now Aiden Rowan in left field.
Well, there you go. This is high, 4 straight out of the zone. This is outside. 2 4-pitch walks for Hunter Holmes. They're just now getting some action in the Bombers bullpen. And Vinny Alfino is going to have the first chat with Holmes before the baseball could get taken away. Courtesy runner at first again for Jake Milak is Jax Miller. Walks really starting to add up here. That is his 6th. 7 strikeouts to boot, but quickly Hunter Holmes has gotten himself back in trouble here. No outs in the bottom of the 4th. Ryan Lindeman has a bat. DH struck out looking his first time up. Breaking ball's in there. First strike that he's thrown this inning.
Warming up in the bullpen, the left-hander Jake Matisse.
Holmes kicks and turns to second. Chases Rodriguez back. That one is flipped out right-hand side. Foul territory. Peralta trying to make the catch, but he slipped. Lindeman's down 0-2 now. So also that's another change. Peralta's in at first for Justice Lucas. No balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Linderman. He taps that one to second. Over to Matt Gonzalez and back to first. That's a double play. Runner advances to third, but there are now 2 outs here in the inning. Hunter Holmes keeps on working magic, but a runner is 90 feet away. 4-6-3 on the putout. So Chris Burke digs in with the chance to give the Blue Sox their first run of the game. They trail 5-0. First pitch, fastball pops the mitt, 0-1. Fastball gets outside, 1-1. breaking ball does not loop into the strike zone. It is 2-1 now to Chris Burke. Burke, another one of the strikeout victims from Hunter Holmes. The 2-1. Fastball back to the screen, 2-2. Hunter Holmes simultaneously towing the line between his own worst enemy and a magician, able to work out of bases loaded last inning. This time, he had runners at first and second. 2 strike pitches grounded to third. Deshaun Johnson handles on the pick over to first, and that is the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 4th. Hunter Holmes still through scoreless. We head to the top of the 5th. Bombers still leading it 5-0. Top 5, the Bombers lead it by 5. They're up 5-0 over the Blue Sox. Alex Betancourt digs in. He'll pinch hit for the second baseman, Brandon Dodd. First pitch from Andrew Savoy in there, called strike. Misses low to Betancourt. So Andrew Savoy worked a scoreless 4th. Gave up the double to Justice Lucas, but ended up stranding him at second. Off-speed foul tipped, 1-2. So Betancourt batting for Brandon Dodd, who came in as a defensive substitution for Robert Blaschke. He taps that one to shortstop. Zach Rigdon handles it, gets away from him. That's an E6. Looked like he gathered it, but on the transfer to the hand, Rigdon dropped it. Error mailed the throw to first. So Betancourt's aboard. Lead off here in the 5th. Brendan Brown coming back out. The center fielder is 0 for 2, lined out and popped out. He was robbed once. Hasn't been able to join in the action for the Bombers lineup today. After his line out in the 1st, there were 5 straight hits that put the Bombers up 4-0. First pitch to Brown is away. Blue Sox starter sticking it out. Bombers have made a few defensive substitutions. 5 out of the 9 guys in the field have been subbed. Another one from Savoy misses outside, 2-0.
Savoy is not fooling Brandon Brown right now at all. Watch how he takes these right here, Sam. If he takes it right here. We got 2-0. He's tracking it perfectly.
Wait, why does your clock say? Wait,
That one's in there, 2-1.
He knew there's nothing he could do with it.
it was shaded off. I couldn't
Just
see it.
watch his head. He's watching it all the way into the mitt. His timing of his front foot is perfect. He gets a good one. Heads up.
That's why Brandon Brown's able to work into all parts of the field. Knows how to read every pitcher. I see him in the dugout every time, even when he's not in the on-deck circle, even in the hole. He is in there timing up that swing. He's seen Savoy for an inning now. That one was upstairs, but Brown got a piece of it, 2-2. Bombers have tried a few different guys in the leadoff spot. They do have one of the more consistent lineups here in the PSCL. You usually see the same rotation of starters most of the time. They've tried Mason Daniels in the leadoff spot. They had Deshaun Johnson there the other day. I believe even Connor Lang had some at-bats in the leadoff at the beginning of the season. But Brandon Brown has become their go-to guy. Upstairs, that is flied to right. Doherty can't find it. It's over his head, and it bounces one hop off the wall. Brandon Brown is thinking extra bases. He rounds second, stops there. That'll be an RBI double. Betancourt comes in to score. That's an earned run, even though he reached on the air by Zach Rigdon. But Brandon Brown saw two straight high in the zone and took that one to the right field wall.
I'll give that a semi-called it. I saw he always tracking that one. I knew if he was going to get one, he was going to get into it. Give me a half point on that at least.
Yeah, it confused me because as soon as the ball was hit, you were pointing. You saw that that was going to be extra bases. Joe Doherty did not. Bunt attempt to first. Savoy handles and makes the throw over for the first out here in the top of the fifth. Moving over to third is Brandon Brown.
I would have liked Brown to turn the corner there at second. They held him.
The throw went up the line.
Yeah, and he had the room. I really, at that point now, a 6-0 ball game.
Yeah, no reason not to be aggressive.
Go for it. I would love to see him try and turn the corner. Again, we talk about this a lot, but just to see if you can, right?
Yes.
That's what you're here for. See if you can do it. See if you have that speed. Learn a little bit about yourself there.
They draw the infield in, and Deshaun Johnson goes up the middle. RBI single makes it 7-0 Bombers.
Guess it doesn't matter, but still. I would have loved to seen a triple. You get a bad read and right, which we see sometimes because of the sun. But if you get that, take advantage. That was likely going to be a hit regardless because it landed on the track, but still.
Yeah, it would have been his first triple of the season, and instead it went as his third double. Comes in to score. First pitch is scorched down the third baseline by Tyler Richardson. Batting with one out here in the top of the fifth. Bombers leading 7-0. Johnson is going. Pitch is fouled off by Richardson. Deshaun Johnson on first with the RBI single. Richardson at the plate down 0-1. He smacks that one to short. Rigdon hits it on a hop, gets away out of his glove. Throw to first is not in time. Diving attempt by Matt Rodriguez to save it, but both runners will advance another on the throwing error by Rigdon. Second one for him this inning.
Rigdon panicked on that one. He still had the out at second right in front of him. That ball was hit so hard, and I think by the time he dropped it, he just didn't know what to do with it. And then just said, I'm going to go to first, and then split the second decision. But he still had to play at second there.
Two runners in scoring position. Gary Peralta steps up, the first baseman. is 1 for 2. RBI single in the first, lined into a double play in the third. That one is cracked in the air, left center. Deep enough and playable for the left fielder, Chris Burke. He makes the catch. Tagging from third and second, Deshaun Johnson scores. And Tyler Richardson is in safe at third. Sac fly, RBI for Gary Peralta.
I'll buy a used one that I know already has flight time. I told the guy, I'm like, oh, that's cool. You could have a nice little single engine. I was looking at like 4-seater.
So it's Aiden Rowan here,
4-seater single.
getting his first at bat after coming in as a defensive substitution for Mason Daniels in left. First pitch off speed, he was ahead, 0-1. Strike called, 0-2 on Rowan. That one slapped in the left side. Is it going to get down in fair territory? It does. Base hit for Aiden Rowan brings in another run. The Bombers now lead 9-0. They have scored 4. Throw to the infield gets away. Rowan will take second base. Go with the E7 that allows Aiden Rowan to reach second. The third error of this inning on the Blue Sox, and things are unraveling. First pitch to Brandon Dodds in there for a called strike.
Just to speculate a little bit, might see the bottom of the fifth as the last inning here today.
Yeah.
Just given that they're not warming anybody up, so that's telling me right now that the Bombers, or the Blue Sox rather, don't necessarily have anybody else that they want to get up on the hill here today.
No reason to risk it at this point. Plus, this heat is already creeping up.
Yeah. So a couple of factors.
1-1 foul tipped.
And a 9-0 ball game doesn't help, but still I think the writing on the wall here for the Blue Sox is that there's nobody warming up.
Temperature up to 117 right now. We are approaching the high for today. That one is smacked into left center field. Coming in is Chris Burke, and he makes a sliding catch. So the top of the fifth ends on a high note for the Blue Sox. A nice sliding grab by Chris Burke, but not after the Bombers come back and score 4 more. They now lead the Blue Sox 9-0, heading to the bottom of the fifth. 4 scoreless and 1 hit allowed by Hunter Holmes. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Bombers leading 9-0. Face off against the left-handed hitter Joe Doherty to start it off. First pitch fastball in there, called strike.
I'm going to sound like a lying man here, but my preconceived notion is likely incorrect. As there is action now in the Blue Sox pen.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Cody Miyamoto has picked up a baseball and is starting to play catch down in the left field bullpen. So maybe we will continue playing here past the 5th.
Well, Hunter Holmes' biggest birthday gift today has been a 9-run lead. He quick pitches Doherty.
Yeah, it hasn't been all sunshine and daisies, however. Those 6 walks are certainly a black mark today.
Yeah, he's had to work himself out of trouble, but he's been able to strand runners at first and second and runners loaded. Called strike 3 to Joe Doherty. That's the second time he's gone down looking today. 8th strikeout for Hunter Holmes. We were talking about the best performances we've seen. We already saw a great one today. That coming from Kenny Keller of the North Stars. Hunter Holmes giving him a run for his money. That one misses outside. It's 1-0 to A.J. Barraza.
I got a chance to briefly catch up with Kenny Keller after the ball game. Saw him walking off the field. Said, "Hey, man, I had to feel good." And he's like, "Yeah, felt great, man."
That's right. Breaking ball. Not sure where it missed, but it missed.
And by the sound of my voice, by the way, Kenny Keller confirmed neither Cheech nor Chong. Sounded a little Cheech and Chongy there.
Did it?
Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean it that way. He
Yeah.
speaks very normally.
Fastball misses inside to Barraza, 3-0.
Dude, it's pretty great.
Yeah, dude, I think I did it pretty good.
I wonder what Cheech and Chong are up to right now. Well,
They're on TikTok.
I bet you I could venture one guess.
Welcome to California. That one misses inside to Barraza. He's aboard first. 7th walk. Free passes are catching up with the strikeouts for Hunter Holmes. He has 7 walks, 8 strikeouts through 4 1/3. Barraza aboard first, brings up the leadoff hitter Drew Baskin. He has reached twice on the free pass. Fouls that one back to the screen.
Only hit, Sam? Infield single.
Yeah. Zach Rigdon, the benefit of that. Should we get that far, he is due up 2 batters from now.
There have been 2 balls hit to the outfield, 1 to left, 1 to right. That's it. Everything else has been on the infield, a walk or a strikeout.
Misses inside, 1-1 to Baskin. Neither of those fly balls hit particularly hard either.
No, not at all.
Not even close to being liners. Hanged in the air for a while.
Yeah, even the Rigdon single was a seeing eye. So nothing short.
Fouled back, 1-2 to Baskin.
Clearly, though, today the command is the problem. If you're looking for a problem.
Some batters, it seems like he hasn't turned on, but then
Yeah.
he'll lose a few as soon as he misses the first pitch strike or has a one get away from him. He loses that batter almost immediately.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Would like to see him work back in counts. Barraza dancing at first. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside.
Sometimes it's just a psychological thing.
It is. I think
Even
it
if they're not
definitely
even
is.
realizing it, right? That first pitch strike, whether it's a rhythm or an active thought, but we know it for Holmes.
2-2, another one foul back.
First pitch strike is almost, especially today, almost like live or die,
Yes.
very strangely.
In this kind of heat, one pitch can change an at-bat. You're going up there trying to just get through the at-bat, trying to get through the batter, and mistakes end up being made. Those mistakes today have been limited to 1 hit and 7 walks. A couple of ground balls have gotten him where he is now. Another one misses on the outside corner.
That's a good spot.
Boy, oh boy, that is a great spot on a 2-2.
Jake Mattee's back up in the bullpen, by the way, so this is likely Hunter Holmes' final inning, regardless of how it goes.
Full count pitch, here it is. Runs inside, another walk.
Drew Baskin's batting average has not moved at all today. He doesn't have an at-bat.
He's reached 3 times on the free pass, and they have caught up to Hunter Holmes. 8 strikeouts, but 8 walks to match. Thomas Nelson's going to head out to the mound. We'll see if this is it for Hunter.
What do I always say, Sam?
What do you always say?
Yin and yang. 8 strikeouts, 8 walks.
You maybe say it twice.
I say it all the time. Maybe just not with you, but I say it all the time.
The give and take, the ebb and flow, the yin and the yang.
Yin and yang, man.
Yeah, it was good. Hunter is going to stay out there. He has 2 runners aboard with 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, Bombers still leading it 9-0 over the Blue Sox. This is the 3rd straight inning where Hunter Holmes has allowed 2 or more walks.
This ball game at 1 hour and 37 minutes right now. We know that there is not a hard, fast stop, but 2 hours is what we're looking at.
First pitch to Keith Hale misses down low. See, I would rather him miss high and low than left to right. It seems like it's a command issue when it's missing wide, but when it's missing up top and down low, it seems like he's going for a specific spot. Breaking ball in the dirt, 2-0. Looks like Cody Miyamoto has finished warming up in the Blue Sox bullpen. Jake Matisse still giving it a try. Keith Hale has struck out and walked back in the 3rd. Fastball, called strike, 2-1.
Say Holmes is about 1 walk away.
I think so too.
Calling it a day.
I would say Jake Matisse is about this at bat away from being fully warm. Keith Hale calls time.
Yeah, he's about there to be pitching in rhythm, so he's kind of standing around in between pitches and letting it ride.
2-1 inside corner. Keith Hale doesn't like it.
That was a little generous. Thus the reset there for Hale.
Yeah. Mental reset, but everything has to be a physical reset on a day like this.
Sure.
Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners aboard. Breaking ball misses high.
Not many times, if he does end up walking him, do we ever get a chance to say that someone has 8 strikeouts but has more walks.
This is the 6th full count for Hunter Holmes today. Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed. Once again, he's able to work out of the jam with the strikeout, his 9th today. And there are 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th.
Last batter for him?
I can't imagine how he goes much further. I mean,
He's got to be tired. With that many full counts?
yes. We could potentially count out about how many pitches he's thrown, not barring foul balls with 2 strikes. But misses low to Zach Rigdon, 1-0. Rigdon has the lone hit for the Blue Sox today. He's 1 for 2, struck out the other time.
He is in the triple-digit pitches, by the way.
Wow.
It's those full counts.
1-0 swung on a miss by Rigdon, evens the count 1-1.
Low triple digits. Run about 105, I believe. That was 105.
After hearing that, yes, this has to be either the last batter or possibly the last inning worked by Hunter Holmes. Misses outside, 2-1 to Rigdon. Keeps trying that outside corner to righties with the breaking ball and continually not getting the call.
Yeah, he hasn't been getting that call all day, so I think at this point kind of scratched that game plan.
You can see why he works inside with the fastball so much. He's having to earn it, whether on the swing or miss or looking. Another one inside, swung on it, missed it, 2-0. Pardon, 2-2. Rigdon went down swinging on a high fastball. 2-2 count here. We'll see what Hunter Holmes goes with.
So we say all the time right here, best pitch right here.
Make Rigdon earn it. Here's the 2-2. Misses high.
Okay, well, now you say it again. If you're Hunter Holmes, dig down deep. Find it within yourself. This is why you're still in the ball game this late. Got to dig in and find it somewhere within you.
Make your call here, Steve. What do you think they go with?
Back to the fastball.
I think inside.
Gotta.
Runner's going foul. Back.
Yeah, that came back over the plate. They wanted it down and in. And then go back to it again. As long as you place that pitch, it's got plenty of swing and misses on it today, including in this at-bat.
I think no matter where you place it down and in versus Rigdon, there is likely to be a strike called or a strike swung on. You may foul a few back, but very often we're seeing more generous calls inside the righties. He misses down low. Ninth walk, once again matching the 9 strikeouts for Hunter Holmes. Loads the bases. Thomas Nelson being coy. He's ducked out of the first base dugout. But it looks like Hunter Holmes is going to go another batter. First pitch grounded through the left side, base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Kyle Turner comes through and puts the first 2 runs on the board for the Blue Sox. They still trail by 7. But Hunter Holmes has given up his second hit and gives up the first 2 runs of the ball game for the Blue Sox. So the leash may be a bit too long. Thomas Nelson now trots out there, and they will relieve Hunter Holmes. Still a fine outing. 4 2/3, 2 earned runs on the last pitch he throws. 9 walks, but 9 strikeouts. A lot of takeaways from this outing for Hunter Holmes. They'll give the ball to Jake Matisse. He'll face off against the last batter here in the bottom of the 5th. Hunter Holmes gives it his all in 4 2/3. Gives up 2 earned runs on 2 hits. Both of those coming on the 2 RBI single just now by Kyle Turner. 9 strikeouts, 9 walks. Jake Matisse enters in relief. The left-hander's first pitch to Matt Rodriguez misses inside, 1-0. Jake Matisse from Beloit College. Next pitch is skied into center. Brandon Brown gives chase. He lost it in the sun. It's behind his head. It's off the wall. 2 runs are going to score. The Blue Sox come creeping back here. Another 2 runs on the board. They now trail 9-4. Got to imagine standing out there in center field without a ball hit to you since ever this game. First ball hit to Brandon Brown. He's the only outfielder that has stuck it through the whole way. The first one that's hit to him goes over his head. Matisse now works to Jake Milak. First pitch is inside, 1-0.
One of those instances, Sam, where the lines don't necessarily dictate how the play was today. Hunter Holmes, 4 2/3, 2 hits, 4 earned, 9 walks, 9 Ks. I mean, a true mixed bag today.
In there called strike to Milak, 1-1. That's right, both of those runners that were on base were Hunter Holmes. To the plate, that's lined softly to third. Johnson handles it for the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 5th. The Bombers still lead this one 9-4. We head to the top of the 6th. Top of the 6th, the ball for the Blue Sox has been handed off to Cody Miyamoto. He takes over after 2 innings of work from Andrew Savoy. Gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those earned, no walks, 1 strikeout. So Miyamoto enters to face the bottom of the lineup, 8, 9, and 10. Alfino, Gonzalez, and Betancourt due up. First pitch to Vinny Alfino misses inside, 1-0. That one skied to right field. Heading over is Doherty, the right fielder. He will make the catch. Went to a knee on the slide. Ended up coming up with it. 2 pitches, 1 out for Miyamoto. He now faces Matt Gonzalez, the shortstop. First pitch breaking ball misses downstairs, 1-0. We thank you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon for Blue Sox and Bombers. Sam Walters on the call for my partner Steve. Misses high, 2-0 to Gonzalez. We've reached apex heat for the day, 118 outside now at 1:25 p.m. Another one lifted to the right side. Matt Rodriguez chases. He's under it. Snow cones it for the second out. So if the Bombers want to make any more noise here in the top of the sixth, it'll be up to Alex Betancourt. Betancourt reached on an error and scored back in the fifth inning. Looks like Jake Matisse either needs some water, some tape or something. There'll be a delay here. Either that, it might be he's looking for a new mitt. Yeah, he'll get a new mitt tossed out of the dugout. Not sure what happened. Maybe the webbing popped out of place or there's some stitching issues, but he'll be in there with new leather. First pitch swung on and missed to Betancourt, 0-1. Bombers lead this 9-4. Miyamoto sets and throws. That one's in there, 0-2. Smacked foul, right side, out of play. Cody Miyamoto out of College of the Desert. We've seen him start a few times for the Blue Sox. First time seeing him in relief. Working from the stretch, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch to Betancourt. Misses low. Got to commend these Blue Sox fielders for sticking it out. Not a single substitution outside of the mound so far. As we mentioned earlier, we have reached the predicted high for today. It is 118 degrees outside. Another 2-strike pitch is grounded to third. Drew Baskin has it. He makes a throw over to first to retire the side in the top of the sixth. Bombers go down quietly. It's their first 1-2-3 inning since the second. We got to the bottom of the frame. They still lead 9-4.
What inning is it?
Bottom 6.
They only play 7, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're going to run into a time limit here.
Oh,
Probably
perfect.
last time.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Bottom of the 6th, the Blue Sox have responded. Tacked on 4 runs off of Hunter Holmes in the bottom of the 5th, but they still trail by 5. First pitch in to Ryan Linderman, misses downstairs. Here to take you the rest of the way is Steve Granado.
Thanks, bro.
Come on down.
Come on down. Da-da-da-da.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Copyright. Jake Batiz is still on the mound here as he finished up work in the 5th. Next pitch, a strike here. It's 1-1. Ryan Lindemann, a ground ball double play his last time up back in the 4th. He is 0 for 2 today. This is the last couple batters of the 3rd time through. This is likely our last half inning. Ball foul backwards. And it's 1-2. I know I said that earlier, but they wanted to get another arm up. There is another warming down in left field. So what do I know? You would think this would be the last. We are at 2 hours right now, or we're at an hour 57. Swing and a miss. Down goes Lindemann for the 2nd time today. First punch out for Jake Batiz, and there's one gone here in the home half of the 6th. So again, what do I know? Every time I make a guess, I'm wrong. So maybe I should stop guessing. Learn the lesson one time, won't you?
Stop guessing, more lessons.
Okay. First pitch is yanked out to left center field. That's going to get in the alleyway. No one's getting to that one. Extra base time. On his way to second with a 1-out double is Chris Burke.
Did you see how that hit the ground?
I
That
didn't.
did not hit off the wall. That hit and stuck in the outfield. I think a divot must have been there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Left fielder Aiden Rowan was chasing it and it just stopped.
That happens sometimes. That warning track can get a little fluffy. Don't necessarily get a lot of water out there. You're not typically watering the outfield warning track, so that can create more dust and more very light dirt. Joe Doherty takes one inside, 1 ball and no strikes. He has struck out twice today. First time he faces off with someone who isn't named Hunter Holmes. Way outside, 2-0. Okay, now we're at 159. On its way. 2-0, yoinked that, and it's 2-1.
We're at 159. What?
Hour 59.
Oh, and game time. I was thinking time.
No, we're
You
at
know, time.
No, we're at temperature.
Yeah, fair.
Internal body temp, 159. Ooh, man, nasty. Way out in front was Doherty, and it's 0-2, or 2-2. Here it comes from Matisse. Oh, another one got him out in front. 2 Ks in the frame, and there's 2 gone in the 6th. Mickey Mouse pitch. A.J. Barraza to the plate for 1 with a walk and a run scored. It's 9-4 Bombers with the Blue Sox batting here in the bottom of the 6th.
Mickey Matisse?
Nope.
That's close enough to Mantle.
Mickey Mataus is better.
Oh, my God.
Come on. It was right there for you. That was
Mickey
a layup.
Mouse.
It was right there.
Mataus.
Easy joke. 1-0 on Barraza. He struck out in the 3rd. There is 3 who have not struck out today. Milak, Rodriguez, and Baskin. Oh, massive jump. Don't even look at him. It's a strike called. Chris Burke with the easiest stolen base of his life. Two balls and 1 strike here on A.J. Barraza. Looking for the 3rd out here. 3-1. Should the inning continue top of the order next, the aforementioned Baskin.
Not Carroll.
Not Josh from Big. That was a conversation from a bygone era at this point. 3-1. Lost him. First walk issued. On the corners they stand for Baskin. only game action for us tomorrow on this field. 9 a.m. Grizzly and A's. So likely if you're watching this one, neither team you're necessarily here for. Grizzly and A's 9 a.m. tomorrow. That's the only game on this field. They are doing work on the stadium tomorrow afternoon. Thus, no ability to have another game.
Nick Carey is warming up in the Blue Sox bullpen.
Throwback to first.
We'll see if we make it that far. There have been a couple of times we've seen guys warming up and they still ended up calling it.
Yeah. We've gone as long as a little over 2.5 here in the PSCL on this field. That was the longest game. There is no game after this, which means theoretically you can keep playing. But we do our best to keep everybody formal. They're not holding the runner at first. The count is 2-0 on Drew Baskin. He has walked 3 times already today. He took the opportunity to swing at one there, finally. How many of those were 3-0 counts? Any of them?
One of them.
One of them, the first one. And then what, 3-2 and 3-2?
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't need to write nothing down. Had that all in my brain.
You need me. You know it. You need me.
I don't know what that one is. 2-1. Another swing, another pop. This one maybe playable, long run. No. That was great timing, by the way. Right when I said no, it hit off the metal pipe.
Love seeing the guys in the dugout just
Duck and cover.
duck and cover and run for cover.
Yeah.
A lot of guys take the option of sitting outside of the dugout. A lot of lawn chairs, a lot of guys leaning up against the fence there.
Here's this on its way. In the dirt, full count. How about this? Real quick one for you. Angels won today 6-4 over the Rays. Ball game just went final. Here are the players in Angels history to have a double, triple, homer, and a stolen base in the same game. Shohei Ohtani today. Mike Trout in 2013.
Telling me you missed a cycle for a single?
Scorched to left. That ball's going to get down and go into left. Coming in to score is Burke. Ball bobbled. It's going to be a double regardless. They're going to wave home the run, and that's going to make it a little bit closer. 9-6 now the score. That's because it's an RBI double for Baskin. Second run comes in on the air. So only one RBI. You know, if you wanted to kill it here and roll over the inning, you win 9-7. Strategy. I think that might be what they're discussing.
No way.
Honestly, I think that's what the umpire is asking. Is we have reached the 2-hour threshold. We're at 2 hours and 4 minutes now. They want to keep playing.
Betty, 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 Thomas.
You're really losing me today.
Half of these are just references I've
Made up.
just no. I wish.
Keith Hale to the plate 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. He offers at the first run and comes up empty 0-1. Foul back and it's 0-2. Heads up. 2 runs in the frame. It's 9-6 Bombers. That's 6 unanswered for the Blue Sox. So there's that. In the air towards right center. Should be playable. And it is for the final out of the 6th. And the final out of the ball game. They will call this one dead after 2 hours and 6 minutes as the Bombers come out slugging and take this one by a 9-6 final. Win's going to go to Hunter Holmes. The loss will be handed to Patrick Sweeney. And that actually will be a save for Jake Matisse, weirdly enough, because it was a 3-run ball game there in the last half inning. So that is, weirdly enough, in what was once a 9-0 ball game, a save for Jake Matisse. That's going to do it for us here today. Final score one more time. Bombers 9, Blue Sox 6 for Sam Walters and for all of us here at the Power Summer Collegiate League. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 9 a.m. But until then, enjoy what's left of your Sunday and your weekend, everybody.